So you're thinking about moving to Gilbert and your budget is in the $300,000 to $400,000 range. Stick around because today we're gonna go all around the city and show you 4 different homes that fit right there, and we're gonna get started right now. If this is your first time to the channel, my name is Jake Augeri and I am a local area expert here in the Phoenix metro market. I get calls and texts from people all the time who are looking to make a move to the area, and I would love to be a resource for you. So whether you're moving in 5 days or 50 days, give me a call, write me an email, or shoot me a text, and I would love to help you discern where the best area in the Phoenix metro market is for you and your loved ones to move. I'm standing today outside of Gilbert Freestone Park, which is this incredible park that sits on 88 acres of land. There is obviously a beautiful lake behind me. They have rides for the kids. There's a playground back there. And then also all around the park, I'm gonna make it so you can see it, there's this little train track. And so there's a train that you can hop on as a family and you can ride around. It goes nice and slow so you can wave to all the kids who are playing. And it creates a great family environment. Gilbert has some amazing parks. Just a couple miles east of us is the Riparian Reserve, which is a wetlands. And you can see all kinds of wildlife there. And then a couple miles east and south of here is Gilbert Regional, and there's just so many cool things to do in this area. And so I can't wait to get to show you the city. We're gonna get after it right now. All right, we're coming up on our first listing here in Gilbert, and this is kind of an interesting setup. So it's got a shared driveway, and then there's about 4 or 5 houses back there. And so this is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath that is 1,262 square feet, and it is listed at $300,000. That puts the price per square foot at right around $238, which for Gilbert is very low. At the time we're recording this, the median home price here is $675,000. And the price per square foot average in Gilbert is right around $278 or so. So you're at about $40 less for this property here. So I would expect it to move very, very fast. One of the cool things about this area in particular is that we are right on a golf course, and people in Arizona love their golf. We've got a huge retirement community here, and so all in all, across the Phoenix metro area, we have about 200 different golf courses, and so people love that. And so, you know, it's a personal preference. If you like having a home on the golf course, some people love it because of the allure, and then other people view it as a safety hazard or a concern like that. But, you know, you can tell that because of the HOA here and the golf course feel, that it has a clean and really manicured feel to it. And so people seem to really enjoy it here. And like I said, this community is really well priced. And so I would expect this home to move really quickly. So with that being said, let's get out of here. We will drive around the neighborhood to give you a feel for it, and then we'll see you at our next stop. All right, we are coming up on our next listing here, and this is a 2-bed, 2-bath, about 1,070 square foot home that is listed at $325,000. That puts the price per square foot at right around $304, which is about $25 or $26 higher than the average in Gilbert. But this community is called the Islands, and this is one of the most popular neighborhoods in all of the area. And so what's great about the Islands is where you're located centrally, but it was a community that was built around a number of man-made lakes. And so you've got waterfront property here, and really it just has a great feel to it. You can tell that this is an HOA property as well. So the HOA handles a ton here. They take care of front yard maintenance. They handle the lakes. You also get roof replacement coverage and a blanket insurance policy as well. So the average HOA in a community like this is about $240, which is high, but you do get the luxury of living where you live here. So in terms of the location, we're on the west side of Gilbert, but kind of centrally located in the East Valley. So just a couple miles north of us is the 60, and the 60 really serves as the vehicle to kind of get you from the east side of the valley to the west side of the valley, and so you can really get to wherever you need to go. So with that being said, let me drive us around the neighborhood and we'll check it out, and then we'll head off to our next spot. All right, we are coming up on our next stop here, and we are about 6 miles east of where we just were in Gilbert, and this is a place called Cooper Ranch. And as you can tell, it is also maintained by an HOA, and I hope you're noticing a theme now. Almost all of the properties that we are going to look at in Gilbert have an HOA, and you know, that is one of the things that people really love about the city, is that it has a great feeling of cleanliness and being put together. You know, throughout the rest of the Phoenix metro area, a lot of people describe it as being filled with different pockets of neighborhoods. So there's some places that are great and other places that really just don't have a good feel at all. And so in Gilbert, you're really going to find that most neighborhoods, there are exceptions, but most neighborhoods are going to be run by an HOA. So we are coming up on our listing here. This is a 2-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,500 square foot property listed at about $389,000. That puts your price per square foot at around $255, which, as we've said, that's a little bit low for Gilbert. And so I'm expecting a property like this to move really, really fast. In terms of location, so we're near a couple key spots here. The first is we're close to the 202 South, which that can kind of serve as a way to get you wherever you want to go in the valley. And then we're also close to the Santan Village, and that is kind of a huge shopping complex in the area. It's got a bunch of grocery stores, it's got kind of retail stores, and then it's got a bunch of restaurants and movie theaters. And so that's kind of a really big draw for people here in the area. They love to go and check that out. And, you know, during breaks and when it's not super hot outside, you'll just find that the sidewalks there are packed and people love to spend time there. So overall, this is a really great spot and an awesome location that's super desirable for people. So let's take a look around the neighborhood and we will get out of here. All right, we are coming up on our last stop here in Gilbert, and we're only about half a mile away from where we just were, but I wanted to show you one more stop just so you can really get a feel for the entirety of the range from $300,000 to $400,000. So our listing is right behind me, and it is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath property with 1,660 square feet that's listed at just $1 below $400,000. And so they're probably doing that to try and draw in as many buyers as they can up to that $400,000 price point and then bid them up. So, so that's probably the strategy there. But I wanted to show you this house because it really encapsulates the heart of Gilbert. You know, we are in a beautifully maintained neighborhood with grass and parks. Right behind me there is a park, and then behind that there's a pool, and so the area is just really so beautiful. And so as we wrap up today, I wanted to show you this place, but I also just wanted to talk to you about the opportunity that a market like today's has. You know, in Arizona, the market really froze for about 7 or 8 months starting in last May, and people were really just wrestling with the sticker shock of the interest rates being in the 2s and 3s for the last couple of years, and then up to, above 7. Things started to calm down a little bit and the sticker shock wore off. And so now what's happening is that buyers are entering into the market again. And so prices are starting to go back up. And so I've had a number of conversations with people who are, sitting on the sidelines and they're waiting for the market to crash. And I want to just encourage you, if that's your situation, to please reconsider, because what's happening in a market like Arizona, specifically the Phoenix metro market, is that there's such a shortage of inventory in homes available that even with the interest rates being what they are, prices are still starting to go back up because people still have to buy homes. And so where there's a shortage of inventory, it's the law of supply and demand, prices are going to continue going up. And we may see a short decline like we just did for the last 7 or 8 months, but generally speaking, we don't see that coming in the future here in Arizona. And so I would just encourage you, sit down with a lender, sit down with somebody who's going to have your best interest in mind. And if you can afford a house, I would encourage you to do that. I would encourage you to take the step of purchasing, because what happens is if the interest rates go down, then you can refinance and lessen your payment. But don't wait for prices to go down, because it's not looking like that's going to happen. So I wanted to say thanks so much for taking the time to walk and talk with me today. If there's any way that I can be a resource for you and answer any questions you may have, would you please reach out to me? Shoot me a text, give me a call, or write me an email, and I would love to be a resource for you and to sit down and talk about your goals and how we can help you find a space somewhere in the Phoenix metro market, maybe in Gilbert, that you love and that you can see yourself living in for years to come. So with that being said, let's get out of here. We'll drive around the neighborhood and I'll show you this. And then until next time, thanks so much. Talk to you soon.